paint is exquisite, the finish is exquisite, and the car runs and drives perfectly. Maybe we should be the Rev Boys today. You guys know I like the track, so we made sure it'd be really, really good. Not just on the street, but on the track too. So we got up before dawn today because I didn't want to screw with this giant trailer in Detroit and trying to find a hotel. But we've got the Lykan Hypersport at Genius Garage, a couple of students here now, and 4 more they're going to meet us at Detroit Cars and Coffee today, which is going to be the M1 Concourse. So this is the first time the Genius Garage Lykan build has been seen in public, God, in like a year or more, but now that it's actually done and painted and beautiful and works. So it was all great. Yesterday we spent detailing the car and we got it out and wanted to heat cycle it, let it come all the way up to temperature and make sure everything works properly, like fans and stuff. And I gotta make sure I'm navigating properly. I feel like I'm not. Okay, anyway, so make sure everything's good. And I drove in the parking lot a little bit and I decided, okay, I'll go down the street and back. And it seemed off and like not running that great. And then all of a sudden I realized there's a giant cloud of smoke coming out of the back of it. I'm like, oh, shit. So I get up and I turn it off and I'm like, did we just blow the frickin' motor? I just wanted to shoot myself because I don't want to work on it anymore. We're done. We need to move on to better cars, Formula 1 cars, Daytona prototype, stuff that's faster. And it looks beautiful. So I just stayed calm and I thought about it and I'm like, you know, my BMW had a problem where it started blowing smoke and there's nothing wrong with it, but an emissions thing. So cutting to the chase, the air oil separator, which is like crankcase ventilation in the Porsche motor in it, went bad and immediately started sucking oil from the crankcase into the intake, and that's why it was smoking like crazy. So I was freaking out because I'm like, it was the last moment before coming to this event and people know we're coming and we want to do a photo shoot today. So anyway, so we opened it all up, dove into it, found the engine oil separator, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna unplug the thing that goes to the intake and I'm gonna put duct tape over the intake so it seals it in vacuum and see if it works. So we started it up and there's still a lot of oil residue in the intake and stuff, and I just had one of the guys hold it like 3,000 RPMs and 30 seconds to 45 seconds later it totally cleared out. So I was incredibly happy that it was just a really simple fix, but we all about had heart attacks. Anyway, okay, so we got to M1 Concourse and I didn't realize the gates don't open before 8. Which is problematic in a giant truck and trailer in Michigan, where apparently you're not allowed to turn left everywhere, and they want you to do U-turns, which is not reasonable. So I go to the gate, and the guys at the gate are nice, but they're like, nobody can come in before 8. I'm like, man, where I put this? We don't do this, truck and trailer. I'm like, crap. So I just called the people that run the place, and they let me come in the office entrance. So now we're driving this giant truck and trailer, like in the sea of exotic cars. What's up, losers? I don't know. But on the plus side, there are no Lambo Rev Boys here yet, which is awesome. Yes. If you are a Lambo Rev Boy, everybody thinks you're an idiot, especially me. See, there's a Huracan and he's not even revving his car. What's up with that? Sean doesn't want to talk. Sean, you have an opinion today?
I think I saw one Rev Boy in a stickered up Huracan earlier, so he's probably here.
Was he revving it?
Not yet.
That's not a Rev Boy then.
He's thinking about it.
He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
He or she, we don't know.
Maybe we should be the Rev Boys today in the Lykan. All right, I guess I'll open the side. Do you want to start this side? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna back it out now.
Oh my god. So you remember the guy that came to our school that was from... I was about to go, but it was really nice to meet you.
All right, you guys, so that was the Detroit Cars and Coffee at M1 Concourse. A lot of fun connecting with people and people getting to see Lykan for the first time. Really pretty from the profile and with that gorgeous red metallic paint. Genuinely looked amazing. But right now, we decided to get some beauty shots of the car so it can really look good. And we are in burnt out, blown up Detroit or Hamtramck for kind of a old industrial chic. Now there's a cool building that one of the students from the first year at Genius Garage showed us that we could get to, which appears to be a place maybe they worked on locomotives a long time ago because the train tracks that come in, the giant cranes, but let's get it out.
Pretty badass.
Where all the floaties come from?
They get run up when you drive through. They'll settle down.
Well guys, that's the end of the journey building the Lykan Hypersport with Genius Garage. I hope you've enjoyed following along, but I gotta tell you, it's pretty exciting to be here in Detroit in Motown. I know this is an old factory. It looks like somewhere they might have worked on old locomotives, seeing the railroad tracks. But it's also kind of special seeing this finished here in the United States at a place that was our center of industry, but also a place with designers, engineers, hot rodders, racers, and custom car builders forever. So it's pretty exciting today. I hope you enjoyed seeing there at the Cars and Coffee. And of course, the Eclipse from the very first Fast and Furious. Kind of cool to see those bookend OG cars from Fast and Furious. But this build from Genius Garage is every bit as beautiful as I think you're going to see. The paint is exquisite, the finish is exquisite, and the car runs and drives perfectly. There's actually more room in this cockpit than the original Lykan, and I think you'll notice that the original Lykan Hypersport was built on the Roof CTR3 platform. Now, Roof didn't build that from scratch. It was based on the Porsche 911 or Boxster platform of that time, which is exactly the same platform the Genius Garage Lykan Hypersport was built upon. Now, this is a car that was never intended or expected to come to exist. The body used for the films and the live action show that went bankrupt, later found in a junkyard by Sam Hard, went to Ed Bolian with Vin Wicki, and then to Genius Garage. But Ed had a great vision with that and thought, what a great project it would be for those young engineers to put all of their love and effort in to showcase their talents to the world. Well, that's exactly why I created Genius Garage. And I think the proof is in the pudding. So I hope this means more to you all watching than just a shiny car and an extra Lykan no one thought would come to be, but showcase a positive possible future of young people around the world for industry and design and engineering. But I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the students, and I'm happy the way it came out. This car was a year in the making, mechanically, and creating the car and the platform and building something worthwhile. That was the year we tested it in Mid-Ohio on the track, and it was perfect. The platform was awesome and well balanced. Even maybe a little bit better balanced than the original cars, which I was very privileged to get to drive in Dubai on the Autodrome as well as the Jebel J Mountains. And those cars are fantastic, fantastic platforms done well by W Motors, but you guys know I like the track. So we made sure it'd be really, really good, not just on the street, but on the track too. And it just goes to show. So it's funny that this body that was supposed to be destroyed and just used in the movie came to exist to build another car, which really is not much different than many historic cars have come to be resurrected. People find chassis, engines, gearboxes, bodies of things, and then restore and build the rest of the car around it. That's exactly what this is. Now, there are no other bodies available. This was the one. We weren't making molds of it because we wanted to keep it exclusive and special. This is the body that has that long history. And I think all the VinWiki watchers will know, history and stories are what make cars really, really cool. Because what's a car without an awesome story? So anyway, guys, I hope you're enjoying seeing this. It's been a neat journey. Seeing the car at the body shop for a year for all the composites to be made so beautiful and finished to this point. So 2 years in the making. Now, I'll be honest, this has been very stressful for yours truly because I don't get paid. Now, a lot of students have been able to use this to launch careers. But I hope that when this car finds a new owner, it happens in a manner that helps ensure the future of Genius Garage. Because the car has effectively now outlived its utility for education and teaching. It's been built, it's finished, and while yes, the students could build and engineer a twin turbo high horsepower engine and put big brakes on it and balance it for even higher power and airflow through intercoolers and stuff like that, I think the journey is complete for this point. And I do know that the chassis under here and the platform and everything built is fantastic and would be ready to accept high horsepower and brakes if one wanted to have it perform comparable to the original. But in any case, I hope there will be some very well-heeled enthusiasts and collectors out there that, whether they love Fast and Furious history, wanted a Lykan Hypersport and can't get their hands on one because the only one that anybody gets to see anymore that didn't go to private collections is the prototype at W Motors. And they're not going to build any new ones. So this is the one shot, and it'll help ensure a positive future for young people to come. And I'd be sad to see it go, but I look forward to the future of Genius Garage. All right, guys. Well, thank you for coming along the journey. Thanks for everybody who has supported this and gotten behind it. Of course, shout out to Ed Bolian for his original idea of this. ACI in Chattanooga who did the paint work, and all the students, all the donors the last 2 years that have helped Genius Garage with time or contribution to help keep the lights on or help build the project. It means a lot. I hope this build has inspired you to mentor young people out there, to build your dreams, and help ensure a better tomorrow for the industry and the world and other people. But as far as Genius Garage goes, I hope that the sale of this will go a long way to building that program. So, for everybody out there in the world that wants the only Lykan Hypersport you can get your hands on, there it is. Let the bidding begin. See you guys.